Hey, pack leaders, this is here. My friends are protecting family, protecting the pack. Today we're going to do some crypto trading stuff. So let's kind of talk about what we've been doing here. I've been creating a trade bot to trade the crypto markets. Reason why is because I don't have the time to actually babysit tick marks and watch it all day throughout the day and stay up all late and all this other stuff. Because I have kids to babysit. I'd rather babysit them and watch them and watch them grow instead of watching tick marks. So that's the reason why we're creating this. And also, it's a system that once we, I'd say, figure it out in this journey that we have. So I'm going to walk through this journey. It's been 2 years in development right now. We've come a long way, and I hope to one day, like they say, push a button, make money kind of thing. So it is active work, but it has a bot that will decide and think through the decisions that needs to be made. It takes the emotion out, and I don't have to be all stressed out when things don't go the right way. It has proper stop losses and risk management, defense, and offensive strategies on how to trade this crypto market. So let's go ahead and show you what's going on. I'm doing this little small test account right now. We're trying a new strategy here, DCA wise. This is a brand new account, so there's not much. A couple of mostly greens, a couple of reds here and there. Overall, it's down a little bit, but we're not really trading much right now because going on this journey here. So yeah, what it basically does. Let's go ahead and check. We have this thing called the price motion here, and so far we're kind of 40 cents up for the day, and it looks like you just got into another position in, so it's going to DCA in as it comes down, so we'll kind of buy up all these orders. It will constantly in a long position. I've overridden it to long. You can do short also, as it shorts the top and takes profit on the bottom, but I kind of figured if you look at it generally overall, probably crypto is going to go up in the long term. So I don't want to go against that market, okay? But as it does come down, or it does make some correction as it comes down, it'll probably bounce correct enough where we take profit and get out and do it again, okay? So we just did that right now. We took a little bit of profit as it came down, got into another long position. It keeps going down. We'll probably fill these rungs up. I think this is buying every $50 as it comes down. Okay. Now if it crashes a little more, it could be a little bit of a problem, but we have low leverage. We're at 8x leverage right now, so it can drop at least $2,000 before we say, hey, we're completely done. But most likely, if it drops below here and it starts to trend down, we're gonna put a little stop loss here, and it does that automatically too to get you out, or reverse the direction if it trends down. So what it does is it'll DCA, it'll do the best to kind of get back in a profit position. If it goes against you, we'll put a stop loss actually, and then actually get into position of the market, and then we'll put rungs, take profit all the way down. So it's called a trap. It'll basically reverse from a long to a short as needed, and then we take profit on the way down. Okay, so this is all kind of done, taken square of. So I believe it's like, as you're trading, it's not like, oh, you gotta watch the market, the news, all this other stuff, and you anticipate, and oh, I buy here and sell there and all this other stuff, right? And then I mean, the way how fast it moves, I can't even type that fast to kind of get those orders in. Okay, so this is what it's all squared away. It manages my wallet. I don't overtrade. I don't use too much of my wallet. I use just what I needed to use. And if it doesn't go my way, well, I have limited loss. And sometimes you kind of get into the game like, oh my gosh, I gotta keep buying it up. So you're catching this knife as it's coming down, and all of a sudden you're using 100% of your wallet, and all of a sudden, boom, you lost everything, right? So this kind of manages all that too, and also your liquidation price. As you increase your positions, in actuality, with the same leverage and the same and the higher contracts, you actually have a higher risk because it lowers your liquidation distance, and that's why you kind of double down on a profitable. You think you're doing good, you double down on it, you trade the same amount or trade more, and you don't deleverage. You actually add more risk to your trading, and that's how they get you. So we kind of figured it out. That's all kind of built into that bot. So okay, all right. So that's what it's doing right now. We're gonna have this here so that we normally would there's different strategies where you can day trade in a sense, where it just got in and out, and and every hour it'll pop in and out. And this is a little more long-term strategy. I'll probably put a little more after this. Seems to be promising. Right now we are in profit position. It kind of bought up on this wick here, and then it's popping back up. So it definitely helps with DCA in. And you notice position here as the trade amount is increasing. As you buy more down, it actually moves the profit line further down. So that's how you can get into a better position. You don't kind of put too much up front and then it gets stuck on the negative position there. Okay. Other than that, there is some take profit as it goes up. It's going to start trapping some profit in with the stop profit, and it's going to trail that on the way up. Okay. But we actually want to take profit with the limit order, and we want to enter with the limit order and exit with the limit order. So that way you avoid fees. The fees is the biggest thing that will mess with you with your trading, and because you trade so much that it'll eat that up. So because you go in with the limit, you actually get a rebate or money back for trading. So it actually, it's incentivizing to put limit orders, but it does add a little bit of risk in a sense. But with DCA, it helps mitigate those risks. If you enter too early and it keeps going against you, then you just kind of buy it up and put yourself in a better position as it bounces up. Okay. Now what it follows is it doesn't follow any what's it called, typical what's it called, trading indicators like RSI, MACD, whatever. We kind of developed this own thing where we actually just follow the velocity and acceleration of the price. So as it's accelerating whatnot, we can see that right now it looks like it's going back up. It's going to start to accelerate in the positive direction. So this is all positive. Now this is the total acceleration. Now it did come down, which is the negative velocity, which is kind of like the slope from where it was from 5 minutes ago. This is 15-minute candles. So from 10 to 15 minutes, yeah, it's negative, but it looks like it's starting to turn up again. So that's, it's a little bit of a turn, but the higher that number shows you how much it's going to be turning back up. Okay, last 20 minutes, you look back 20 minutes, yes, it's all negative coming down slope-wise. Okay, so we kind of look for these accelerations to align, so that if they're above a certain parameter, we will then enter. So these are pretty high. We look at the 30-minute, and that's based on those two is negative, so most likely it's going to come back down. So as the more it comes down, the more this turns positive to require us to go in. So it looks like it's going to accelerate downwards more. We kind of have an idea that it's going to come down a little more. So you see I just trapped the profit right now with the stop profit. So if it does come down, we'll take profit and we'll make a little chump change to 2.3% here. So far, out of investing initial margin of just 12 cents, we made 46% already, which is actually 3 times that initial margin, which is kind of quite impressive right now. But maybe because we only got one coin in. I think if we got in with a little more position because it would feel better, we would have been in much higher. Okay, so this is probably not realistic. It's probably good, gaining in around 6 contracts right now. Okay. Alright, so that's where we are. So that's kind of how so now I have no downside risk. So if it comes down, we'll just take profit, exit, and look for another entry to get back in. Okay. Alright, so that's all done automatically. And what else do we do? Yeah, let me go back to talking about the alignment here. So you see here, there's a 30-minute acceleration and total acceleration. And these are the transition points. So if it transitions and hits over these numbers, that's where we get in. Okay, so you look at here, 0.25. It's not greater. It's not less. Okay, if we're shorting, then that has to be negative, and it has to be greater than negative 0.025. And here, this is the total acceleration. So this is met as far as positive. It's greater than 0.25. And then if this total for this total acceleration is greater than 0.075, then we're going to enter a short and go the opposite way. We actually do the opposite of the signal here. Yeah, it's all built in. Don't worry about it. So what we do is there's a text file that we set this all up, and we've already tested and proven. All you do is basically load a test file. You don't really have to understand any of this stuff if you want to, have your own custom settings and whatnot. But we have our own team here that's constantly testing different parameters, increasing these, tuning them, tweaking them, and then tuning some certain settings and making updates to the software over time to make sure that we're always up to date with the market. We see something that we never considered, unforeseen things that we're like, oh, I didn't think it would do that. Well, we will then, get that all squared away and figure that out, right? Alright, so that's pretty much it. So if that thing goes high up too fast and it fires a negative sign or positive sign, I think, and then we'll put a short and we'll take profit as it goes up. Let's see if it'll meet those criteria here. So that should be more than enough to take profit. Well, this is not negative yet, so we're waiting for that to go negative. And if that does, we might see a little take profit limit order and take that profit. So let's see here. And so far, I'm starting to like the DCA strategy because it doesn't always enter. Now I just trailed it up a little bit, so as it goes up, we just move the line up a little bit to take more profit, lock it in, and then and eventually, once that criteria is met, we're gonna put a limit order in. So it's almost there, negative, and then we just need to get this guy to be negative. So these two might be, it's positive, so we want this to be. It might take profit. Let's see. 0.25. Yeah, that's met and that's met. I believe it should take profit. And I think there's some confirmations to make sure that what we have is what we need. And you know what? I think I might need to make a they were supposed to DCA and take profit, and I don't see that going up, so I need to, yeah, that needs to be corrected there. It's supposed to do 10 rungs all the way up, and I don't see that. So I was supposed to hold this position all the way up, and that's not creating. So that's something I need to tweak right now. It looks like I have a bug here that I need to fix. And it should rung up and start taking profit, and it should hold this for the whole day or a few hours until it takes profit in rungs all the way up. Okay, but I think maybe because you can't, because there's only one contract, so that might be the reason why it's not doing it. It didn't fill all the way, so maybe with a bigger contract number it'll probably work. So I'll probably put a little extra Bitcoin in here and see if that works and does what it's supposed to do. Okay, so of course, so it may not be a bug, it's just there's not enough contracts to fill. You can't sell 10 contracts, you only have one contract in position, right? So you need to have at least 10 to make 10 contracts, right? Alright, so anyways, that's what we have. That's what I've been working on here. If you want to join me in this journey and support the project, and it's all about trying to get off that fiat dollar that enslaves us. The more we make, the more we get taxed on, and then the more of our time we're spending out and not instilling values at home. To be able to have the ability to do so and to be able to stay home and provide a better future and not have any broken families, and then instill values in your kids as they grow up and not having parents around. I think that's a big factor of where we are in today, where there's so much divorces and whatnot. And of course, God plays a big role in this, and having a solid foundation as with Christ as the rock, and following that. And we're just not there with our foreign kids if we're not around, right? Alright, cool. Well, thanks for watching, and you want to know more, join my Discord. If you want more information, contact me down there. And then you want to check out the website.